and welcome to Race Talk Live Online. That was the longest 5-second countdown I've ever had.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
4, 3,
2.
Okay, go.
Go. They changed things around here at Chuck's.
Yeah, we can't even see Dave anymore.
Can't
He's
see
like
our producer.
he's hiding.
Yeah. He's over here in a booth all by himself.
I can see him smiling though.
Yeah. He could probably have a date over there with his wife or something. We never
He
even know
could.
it.
I think maybe he does. I don't
maybe
know.
she is there.
I don't know.
Little different configuration. They took the pool tables out.
Took the pool tables out. Got some nice little booths here. It's pretty cool in here. Yeah. Making some changes here at Chuck's.
Wonder why the pool tables left. I guess we'd have to ask Rusty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow,
Did you ever play pool?
have you seen me drive a race car?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they didn't make no money off of you.
No. That's my buddy Bobby. No.
Okay.
I never played pool here. I don't play pool very often. Do you?
No.
Do you know how?
Yeah, I know how.
Oh,
but
well, I know how too, but
I don't know how.
I don't play the game.
You got one in your shop. You could practice all the time.
Amongst everything else I got going on.
Yeah. You could be like the next. What was
That's
that?
Domino. That'd be what?
That was that his name? No.
That's what his name was.
It was?
Yeah. Years
It
ago.
was?
That's Domino? Oh, yeah.
I thought there was another guy.
Minnesota Fats.
That's the one I'm
There you go.
thinking. That's
Oh, yeah,
what
I was wrong. Fats Domino was a singer.
I was gonna-
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I messed that up.
that
don't know who
didn't
any
sound
of them
right
are.
to me.
Yeah, Minnesota Fats. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Okay.
Then nothing would get done out there.
Yeah.
But I could play pool.
yeah.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate all your help. You're
Okay.
actually coming out to help me a little bit.
Yeah, doing a little sheet metal work. But, yeah.
I got the rest of it. All you got's a little bit of the nose to fix.
I know it didn't take long last time.
No, it won't. But this time I need some help putting rivets in. I think maybe I better put some spacers or backers on the back. Maybe it'll hold better.
Yeah, with the plastic.
Had a
Backup
big old
washers work.
scoop the last few minutes of that race.
You get them at Fastenal.
I got a note. Make sure mics are turned on, please. All right, you got to slide it up.
I'm on.
You're on.
On,
Okay,
on,
David.
On.
That's pretty cool. I can't even see him, and he's sending me a text message. I got them
thumbs
all.
up.
They're all up.
We checked them all. They were all on.
Yeah. Can I see you? I
I
can't
don't
see
know
his
what
hand.
he's doing.
Okay,
Yeah,
now he's
we're
got
good.
us. All right. Well, listen, we're going to continue on with Tim and Tyler Watts. Guys, thanks a lot for coming down from Beloit. Appreciate it. We talked about your favorite tracks earlier. You guys like the big half miles. Are those things banked out in western Kansas? You know, Osborne, Stockton, Norton, are they banked or are they flat tracks?
Stockton and Osborne are flat. Norton's got some bank on it, similar to Waukene bank-wise, or maybe even Hayes bank-wise. But Osborne and Stockton are all flat.
I want to document this too right here on the internet show. Like I said earlier, my friend Bobby has never lied to me, but he always told me that Waukene got over at 10 o'clock.
Oh, here we go again.
Sometimes.
He
Here
lied.
they again.
He lied. It was 1 in the morning when we got
Sometimes.
home.
And they were probably
Sometimes.
there. They were probably there that
They
night.
were there. You know what?
Yeah.
I think there was a bad wreck that night too
There was.
in the modifieds, and I think
I think that
No,
may
in
have
the
been my
sprint-
brother-in-law's wreck. if I
Yeah,
remember right.
Calhoun? Yeah, it was ugly.
Yeah, that was ugly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that took a while.
Right on the front stretch?
yeah,
Yeah.
right by the flag stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ugly. Cars were going everywhere.
Yeah, that was a 2-hour ordeal to get over that. So you can't blame Bobby for
See,
that.
it wasn't my fault.
Yeah,
That
it
wasn't
was.
his fault.
You drugged me out there.
Well, no, I didn't. You went.
With you.
I didn't make you go.
I missed a couple of the good shows because they really used to get over at a pretty decent time. We don't really want a dog on the track. I wish they'd go back to IMCA racing for
I
you
wish
guys.
they would too. Best track in the state, actually.
You know, we got Heartland Park that runs Sundays out eastern Kansas. They're working through some first year blues and stuff over there. I'm sure they'll get it figured out. But you guys talked earlier on the radio show that it'd be nice to pick up Salina, maybe, or pick up Minneapolis and maybe run that on Sundays.
That'd be fantastic if you could find anybody to do it.
I've driven by that place a lot, but I have not stopped to look at the track. I wonder what it looks like.
I haven't seen it either. It's sad to drive by it every week on this line. Get on track, Minneapolis Raceway, and then there's nothing there.
Half the bleachers are gone now.
Well, that's true.
So.
But I mean, that ain't that big a deal.
It's
for anybody to
it's
come
a
in
top-notch facility. It really is.
It is.
It was.
No, they had I think the biggest crowd in the state when they were running. I think they had a full crowd about every night.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
they did really good.
it was really nice to see.
The Robbins family, they did an awesome job when they.
When Terry does something, he doesn't do it halfway.
I know it.
They did it right.
Yeah.
Yep.
They started off, when they first opened, the dirt wasn't the greatest on the track. They fought through some problems there, but they got it all fixed, and it was. We got spoiled, didn't we, guys?
Yes, we did.
A
couple years was good.
Having two tracks that close together.
We always talk about the science in the race cars and the math and the geometry and stuff in race cars. There's a science to the dirt and working it and keeping the track right. It's tough to do.
And then you throw Mother Nature in there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Some tracks plant grass or wheat or something like that on them in the wintertime to hold them together.
It's like at Super Nationals, they put wood chips in the dirt to keep to help suck some of the moisture out. They put wood chips in it.
Yep.
Which is kind of weird, but
Yep.
Works.
Yeah, that's definitely some different dirt up there. And to do the farming that they do, I mean, it's almost a necessity to keep that, because when that track gets slick, it gets real dirty.
It gets real dirty real
It gets
fast.
dirty
Yep.
quick.
Yep.
And so they have to. I mean, they have to farm it
And
the
that
way
is
they
some
do.
black dirt that's up there, isn't it?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Boy, it sucks washing the cars after you get back. Ain't
it's
it?
impossible to get off.
Is it really? Is it stick?
It sucks.
It's
It
black.
actually stains.
It
We've got
does.
white chassis, and they're actually stained
Oh, yeah.
Really?
from Boone. Yes.
From that and transmission fluid.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
Oh,
Oh, what are you guys running for transmissions?
That's a bad question.
Well, that's a touchy subject. I was running transmissions from a guy up in Nebraska. I'm not gonna mention a name, but just out of respect, I won't mention a name. But it's been a struggle.
Powerglide?
Yeah, Powerglide.
What about you?
We've been Bryn for years, so
in the mods you can't
in the mods,
run,
no issues at all.
you can't run that in the sport mod.
Not legally, no.
Unfortunately.
They might. Frown
Some
on
guys have good luck with the Powerglide, and some guys struggle. I don't understand it.
Yeah, we've had pretty good luck, except for there's been a few bars up through the 1 week where we went through 3 transmissions
oh boy.
twice, and last week was one of those.
It's happened multiple times.
Are you breaking the cases, or are you internal failure?
We've done both.
Sweet. Great.
All the above.
Let's spend more money. Yeah.
He had one. We went to Hayes to the
Play day.
the play day for the spring nationals race, and so he went out there and he ran about 3 laps, and the car looked normal. Then all of a sudden he got fast. I've never seen his car work that way. It's just ungodly fast. He was passing A-mods for about 4 laps, and then he felt a shudder and pulled in. There was no case left on the transmission, but everything was still hooked up.
It was still running and moving. It would go into all gears, but there was no tail shaft left of the housing.
Tail
It was
shaft's
gone.
completely gone. Fast as his car's ever been. So if I
Wow.
can figure out why and make it
Wow.
do that again without breaking the case, we'd be good.
Wow.
Oh,
2-link shouldn't travel that much, but something happened.
wow. Yeah. And that's crazy. The amount of money that you've spent on Powerglides over the time, you could have put a Bryn or a Falcon or a Burt in there and been fine, still been running the same one. I mean,
Yeah,
But in IMCA's
wish-
defense, their option is the Saginaw.
true.
Which
And
will work
that's
on
cheap.
Which will work on an open motor,
But
and
still.
they're not cheap anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
No, by the time you have them gun drilled and everything to compete,
That's
Yeah.
not legal,
You know everybody's doing it, though.
but that's not legal.
It does-
it's happening. I'm guaranteeing.
you know what a lot of those guys are really doing.
But then you got to turn around, you got to spend the money on a clutch,
Sure.
Yep.
which if you're going to do that, if you're going to put a clutch on the back of the motor, I mean, are you really gaining that much?
I was always under the impression with the Power Glide you could drive the car deeper into the corner.
That's correct.
It doesn't pull down on the motor as much.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the cheaper option isn't the Saginaw.
Well, why not just let them spend a little extra money and get a Bird or a Brent or a Falcon and be done for 2 or 3
Brett Root on the
or
phone.
5. How
There you
long
go.
you been running yours?
Oh, I've had 2 of them for 20 years.
Yeah.
Still run the same ones.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Just
Yeah.
rebuild them once every couple of years.
Get
Yeah.
Brett Root on the phone, have him call in the talk show. We'll ask him.
He wouldn't listen to you.
Well, we can ask him, though. It doesn't hurt.
You can ask, it won't hurt. But you got to remember, 2 years ago, IMCA modified, there will never, ever be a quick change
Yeah, exactly.
in IMCA modified.
Yeah.
So, but somebody must have paid him off. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. We recorded it.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. No, I'm glad they did it too. I mean, it's,
guys have a quick
it's
change?
yeah.
Do you really?
This year we got one new. Yep.
Steel tubes?
Yeah.
Have to be steel
Have
tube.
to have steel tubes. Yep.
Hey, I got one of those for sale.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
There you go.
486 gear.
You ought to advertise it. I'm
You got to
sure
put
you
that
can
in your late
sell
model
it.
and you can have some gears.
It's in my Olay model,
There you go.
and it was a 486 gear. I'll take a tape measure to it and put it for sale. It doesn't matter how wide it is. You're going to have to change hubs on it. They can't run the wide 5s, but that's
Right.
not hard.
Yeah, you got to change the axle or the tubes.
You have to change the whole tube?
Yeah.
Probably too
Yeah.
wide.
Well, the wide 5 tube, the spindle will not fit the
bearing
9-inch. Yeah.
Bearing's different.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't got such a great piece after all.
Yeah.
It's worth something to somebody.
Center section's
There's
worth
still
something.
somebody out
Yeah.
there.
We'll find somebody that wants it. So you guys been doing this? What got you started in this? Dad?
Well, Dad mostly, yeah, and then Uncle Brian, Cousin Kate. I mean, everybody, well, Grandpa too. I mean, everybody's always been around it in our family. I mean, I grew up around racing. I was born on the night my dad won his first feature race.
In a late model.
In
In
a
a
late
late
model.
model.
Wait a minute. How's that happen?
Yeah.
Where were you born at?
I was born in Beloit, but they were racing at what was
Waukeeny.
it? Waukeeny. And my dad won, and my mom went into labor, so they drove as fast as they could all the way back to Beloit. From the story I've
Made
heard,
it from
Yeah, we did.
You made it from Waukeeny to Beloit
Yeah.
by the time he was born. Was
Yep.
she with you?
Yeah. Yeah, we drove about 120 through a rainstorm, but we got there.
Pulling the car and everything.
No.
Oh.
Luckily, my how do I put that?
it little bit of a rain help.
Yeah. Rainstorm hit. We got out of the pits. Laura went into labor, and my sister-in-law had her car there, so we took her car and she drove our truck home.
Does she know how fast you went with her car?
Yeah, I told her.
Because she does now.
Yeah. No, she knew then.
Uh-oh. We just had a catastrophe.
Nuts.
Hate it when that happens.
But yeah, he was basically almost born at the racetrack, so I've done it to myself. I can't blame anybody else but me for his love of racing, so I guess we'll
you
deal
know-
with
That's
it.
pretty cool.
You know how much trouble you'd have got into if he'd have been born between Waukeeny and Beloit?
That wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
In her car.
Uh-huh. Somebody else's car.
Would have been like Ricky Bobby going 115 miles an hour, born in the backseat of that Chevelle.
That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have any other
Pretty good
children,
story.
Yeah,
just out of curiosity?
I have a daughter. She's 16 now, Taylor.
Has she thought about racing?
She is racing.
What?
Sport Compact.
Compact.
Really?
She's 17, okay? She's
Uh-oh.
17.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah.
Give her the program.
Be all right.
Where at?
She's just running Hayes right at the moment.
Okay.
Um,
Did you build the car?
no, we had it give to us. And
Okay.
her Christmas list was a Sport Compact and a fire suit.
Oh,
so,
boy.
So there we go.
Santa Claus was good to her.
Santa
then, huh?
Claus was good to her, yeah. She looks good in her fire suit. But
Does she?
other than that, she's kind of trying to get it figured out, but she's never really been in a car. So
You help her?
Try to, but she doesn't always listen to me. So I mean, maybe she should, maybe she shouldn't, but she won't.
Do you help her?
I help her. Yeah.
Who works on the car?
I try to make her do most of it. Sport compact, there's not much to do, so that's nice. She checks the fluid, airs the tires, and that's about it. So with 3 cars, it's still a lot for me.
Sure.
To try. With 2 cars, it's a lot for me. But now 3's worse.
What kind of car does she have?
I don't even know what it is. A Nissan something. Altima.
Really?
It's a beat-up old car that was given to her. The transmission didn't work. We put a new transmission in it. And it's actually, the car's fast. I drove it, actually, Saturday night at Hayes after the races.
Really?
You went hot lapped it?
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Really?
Yes, it wasn't bad. You should try it.
Tim's going to get him a
Those-
sport compact.
I might win in those.
That's what we joked about.
Those things, it was actually fast. I liked it.
Oh, gosh.
They're not that bad. But my daughter, she's a little hesitant on it at this point. She needs more
Sure.
seat time.
It takes a while.
It takes a while.
You watch the young ones, you
Yeah.
can tell. It takes some time.
We tried, we went to play days, but she had transmission issues. Got transmission changed. First night she got in a wreck. Kid that hit her knocked himself out. He hit her so hard.
Really?
Bruised her all up, so it wasn't a good deal.
Well, she still want to get back in?
Straightaway?
No, that was in 3 and 4 out
Okay,
at
I think
Hayes.
that's a
but-
different one then.
But
And she still wanted to get back in it, right?
she wants to get back in it, but she's a little hesitant, trying to be careful, which you can't be careful in a race car.
No.
But,
It costs you a car sometimes. I've been there. But
yeah, he's done that.
Being careful?
no, not being careful enough.
Okay.
You said you can't be careful in a race car, and not being careful enough cost myself a car once or twice. But
Yeah.
Where at?
I did it once at Salina and just put it right in the wall in 3 and 4, same spot he did. And then once at Waukene. But luckily enough, we got that car back to win again. But
How many wins do you have?
right now, 2.
There's nothing wrong with that. Where
Two
at? Do
feature
you remember where they were?
Both the Waukene.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of makes me mad because we can't run there anymore. But we've been really close at other tracks, just haven't quite sealed the deal yet.
So coming out with a new car this year, did you set any goals for yourself?
Well, one of my goals was to not wreck it, which I've been successful there so far. But the other one was to win 5 features, and I'm a little behind on that at the moment, but I've still got time. So we've been close. I just haven't had any luck. So
Just need a little luck.
yeah.
Tim, how about you? You've been at this a long time. Do you still set goals for yourself at the beginning?
I haven't recently. Try to go out and have fun. I mean, it'd be nice to win a lot of features, but I really don't set any goals with.
Say the way it's going, it'd be nice to win a feature.
It'd be nice to win a feature, yeah. One would be good. It's been a little while, but
When was your last win?
Two-
2 years ago. in the
2
race.
2 years ago, yeah, at Hayes.
Really?
Yeah, it was the last win we've had. Hadn't been great with him racing, plus my daughter racing now. I really don't have any time, racetrack-wise. I do better when he's tore up and not able to race, and I can just be by myself and work on my car. Because from the time I get to the racetrack to the time I leave,
You're working on everything.
I'm working on somebody else's car.
Oh, boy.
But that's the price you pay, I guess.
Yeah.
You're
So-
both. Go ahead.
So most of the time, is it just you two then?
Basically, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we don't have, with my schedule, years ago I used to have some people that helped, but anymore we don't have really anybody that helps on the cars at all. So it's just him and I'm his pit crew, and he's mine, but he's usually out talking to somebody else. So
Like
Oops.
to go make conversation with
Doing
everybody.
the PR
so.
stuff.
he's
huh?
doing the PR. Yeah, he handles the PR part of
Well,
things.
somebody's got to do that.
That's right.
You're both in jet mods, right?
Yep.
Is Johnny around much in the shop these days, or?
He's there. Like if he'll give you his phone number and stuff if you need to get a hold of him, but he's there every day. Just depends on the hours you can get a hold of him at the shop. But yep, he's usually pretty easy to get a hold of though.
Or at least he'll call you back. That's one thing I'll give him credit for. He'll always call you back.
Really?
Yep.
How many guys has he got working in his shop now? I mean, now is he building a lot of cars still now, or do you know?
This year, I don't really know. I mean, he's got 5 or 6 guys there at the shop all the time. I don't know how many cars he's built. I haven't talked to him about that aspect of it, but they seem to be doing fairly well.
I was going to say, he got into not only building modifieds and the sport mods, he was building the hobby stocks also.
Stock cars.
Stock cars
yep.
also.
Yep.
Yeah,
they've got that Armstrong kid that
Yep.
building.
They did have him. He left
he went to
now,
Iowa.
but
Yeah.
that was news to me.
yeah, they say he left here about a month ago and went up
I
to
didn't
move
know
to
that.
Iowa.
That's too bad. But well, I don't know about that.
Still running his car and stuff though. Up
Yeah,
there.
They still have his design. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's his design, but what he was working on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? That's news. I didn't know that.
So what's plans for the rest of the summer?
Well, we've got, let's see, Salina on Friday night. Then I've got Hayes on Saturday for me for their fair races. Then he runs Sunday at Hayes for their fair. And then the week after, we have Salina again on Friday. And
Osborne.
well, we have Osborne on
Wednesday,
Thursday, Salina on Friday, and then Norton on Saturday, Sunday. So there's 5 nights in a row there.
Whoa.
And then we'll end up hitting up some big shows at the end of the year, like Super Nationals and Fall Nationals in Hayes and Salina's Dirt Fest. We might try to make it up to Beatrice's fall show, stuff like that. But other than weekly stuff, that's really the plans for the year.
Tim, have you got to run Beatrice much? Do you like that track?
We used to go years ago. We made the show about every time we went 15 years ago. But then after the kids got more involved in other things, we kind of backed out of it and didn't go anymore. And we've been, the last 2 years, I think. Haven't run real well, but we've started to go back.
That place always gets, you can definitely count on it being slick there. It's always
90% of the time.
It's always smooth most of the time.
Yep.
It's always a pretty good race. It's always a challenging track to run on.
No doubt about that. So spring show this year, we went up there and we had a good draw, but we had anywhere from Terry Phillips to I think I had 5 of the top 6 from the night before in my Saturday night heat race.
Had a loaded one, huh?
Yeah, and I actually ran well until I bent my shock, but then we kind of fell back. But yeah, it's pretty loaded up there anymore.
Wow. Yeah, sounds.
Tyler, you're a junior at K-State, right?
Yes.
And what do you study?
I'm in marketing.
Marketing.
Yep.
Did you play any sports in high school or anything else?
Yeah, I played football. I did wrestling, track, and just all 3 of those.
Okay. So many times people think that racing cars isn't a sport. What's your thoughts?
It really is because it takes a lot of focus. Like, if you're not paying attention all the time, you'll end up in a wreck about every time you're not paying attention because something about always happens. So you got to have a lot of focus, but then again, you have to have a lot of drive, just like any athlete does, to try to be good at something. Like, you can't just, excuse my language, but half-ass it and be really good at it. It's just a lot of it, and you can't really sit behind a 230-degree motor and not be in decent shape and keep focus up and everything, but...
Do you do anything to prepare yourself?
Me personally, I try to at least keep myself in decent shape, but other than that, just keep the car ready is the biggest part, and it takes a lot out of you just to do that.
I thought I'd ask. I
Yeah.
mean, nobody thinks it's a sport.
It's a sport. except you got a cage around you, so it protects you a little bit.
Little bit.
It takes a lot of talent. It's not just something anybody can get in and do. It takes a lot of drive and a lot of talent to be good at it.
It takes talent.
So, Tyler, what do you look at for the future? Another year or so in the sport mod and you move up, or what?
I'm hoping for another year in the sport mod, and then I don't know. Hopefully, I can really come into my own and get some more wins in there, like kind of rack up a few, and then I'd like to go A mod when the opportunity arises and kind of explore the possibilities there. I think we could do all right. I just need to get a little bit more experience for I'm ready for that.
Tim, have you got into sport mod and drove it?
He won't let me drive his car the last several years.
Really?
Why? Did you wreck one?
No. I ran it one night up in McCool Junction. I ran it one time about 2.5 years ago, fall show. He was busy at a wrestling officials meeting, and so he wasn't going to make the feet. He wasn't going to make it there for the heat race. So I thought, well, I'll jump in and take it out. Well, it scared me to death, number one, because the steering box was about ready to fall off.
Oh.
You about put it in the wall after I
About
watched
put it in the wall,
yeah.
yeah. It wasn't good. He don't tell me these things. He's supposed to check it. You know, it's his job. It's his car. So, yeah, after we got those things fixed, I haven't been in the jet sport mod yet.
From the guys I've talked to that have been in a modified or late model and have driven a sport mod, I've heard they're hard to drive.
They are. They're unforgiving without any type of shock absorber device for the pull bar.
Uh-huh.
You know, you can, if you're hooked up, you're hooked up. If you're not, you're not.
You're not. You're spinning the tires.
Yeah. So I haven't got to drive his new one yet. He's drove mine a couple times.
Yeah,
but
from driving the A mod, in an A mod, if you lose traction, you can regain it. But in a sport mod, if you don't have traction, you don't till you come out of the corner. That's all there is to it.
You done wasted that half a lap, huh?
Exactly.
Huh.
So how do you regain traction in the A mod? What do you do?
You can work the throttle enough to where you can like stop the tires from spinning, I guess. Which in a sport mod, if they start spinning, you're sideways already. Which the A mod has enough going on to where you can calm it down a little bit.
I still spin the tires all the way down the straightaway occasionally. So, you know, that don't always work.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I can see that happening. I tried to drive a modified. It wasn't a good thing.
They're a different creature. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, years ago, Mark Franklin put me in one of his cars. Not pretty.
I know when my dad got out of the late model and got into the modified, first thing come out of his mouth after he got done hot lapping for the first time was, these things need bigger tires.
They do. No doubt about it. They need tires with actual rubber in them, too.
Yeah,
It'd be
exactly.
really nice.
You know, I don't think the tires are made out of real rubber anymore.
No, they're
not.
plastic.
Yeah, it's got to be.
You know, back when we were running the McCreary's, we used to get a lot of nights out of our tires. We used to win a lot of races. I would take tires that somebody threw off their car at the beginning of the night and win the feature with them. Didn't grind, didn't sand, nothing along that line. You had to get your stagger right.
Yeah.
But with what we've got now, I mean, you can grind them. There's no rubber to them.
No.
You know, to bring up a good point about that, back then, you'd run on a rubbered up racetrack, you know, you'd get the whole front of the car be all black. Boy, you'd go to wash it, and that stuff would, like, stick to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now when you grind your tires, you just, like, take an air hose, you blow it out.
It
just dusts it off.
It's plastic
it's
of
plastic.
some sort, yeah.
It just falls right off, don't it?
I mean, we went from McCreary tires. We ran a lot of nights back in those days, but we used to average 18, 20 feature wins a year. With McCreary, or once we went to Hoosiers, it's been nothing. I mean, a couple, maybe one or two a year. That's been it.
Yeah.
And I blame the tire.
It's definitely a challenge with them things, I know.
And the crate motor deal, they changed the tire to make the crate motors more attractive.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. for a while, the Hoosiers had just a little bit of rubber. You could actually get a smoke off of them when you ground them. But once they implemented the crate rule, they're just plastic. They have nothing. I don't know if you agree, but if you
I
remember,
agree.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
definitely
you used to be able to get a
different.
little smoke when you ground them or sanded them, but not anymore.
And what sucks is they're more expensive.
They're more expensive, yeah. More plastic involved. Rubber's cheaper.
Yeah, evidently. Evidently.
They made it where you couldn't run an open motor, a big open motor, and compete. You can't hook it up.
So what'd you have for an open motor? Do you have this big killer 421?
I've got a 434.
A 434?
Oh, yeah. Back in the day,
Did you have that in the late model or the modified?
Modified.
Are you crazy?
No. You needed it. Well, you did. I'm serious. You could hook them things up. We've got a 434, a 421, a 396, a 377, 383.
Got anything small?
No.
He likes a big
You got a
half-mile tractor.
377.
So
Yeah.
big
That's
half mile.
right.
Yeah. 377 is my baby motor.
If he didn't have a 450, if it didn't weigh so much, he'd probably have a 454 up on the front of that thing.
They weigh too much.
That's what I was saying.
But back
Holy cow!
back
I
in
had
the-
a 430 on my late model at one time.
that's what it took to compete. Years ago when we was on the McCreary's,
You
you could hook them up good enough that you could use the power.
Okay.
Did you know him?
I thought you did.
No, I didn't. Him?
He looked like one of your friends.
my friend. I don't know who he was.
Well, you got some strange friends, so I thought it was one of
I
yours.
know. Yeah, one sitting right across the table from me.
Yeah, finally gonna get you out to come work on my car. Been a while. Did you guys
Take
know?
all the help you can get.
I'm letting him come.
Exactly.
Did you guys know that guy?
No.
No.
Well, we got a fan.
Yep.
All right, one fan.
We'll have to get
That's one plus.
Next time we'll get him to look at the camera.
Yeah.
And wave. Obviously, he had a good time here at Chuck's.
Exactly. Pretty hard not to have a good time here, ain't it?
That's right. Uh-oh. Now he's taking pictures and stuff.
We're
It's funny, you can't see him. What are you doing?
I was watching the baseball game.
We have guests.
Well, he's watching
Well,
the
that's
baseball
all
game
right.
too.
You
I've
guys
kinda
can
checked it.
you guys can drink on those
Straight
things,
wine.
and I don't know.
We have.
I don't know what those are, but holy cow!
Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
Telling you. The only good thing about the baseball game, Salvi and Hosmer hit home runs off Cueto, first inning,
Did it really?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
which is kind of sweet
I didn't see
if
that.
you think about the.
Johnny
Last
Cueto
year.
being the one who kind of won him the World Series.
Yeah, that's all right.
So, how many nights a week you work on your race cars? Every night, once a week. What do you do?
Anymore, usually we kind of take Monday off if we don't have any problems, like if we don't wreck anything or don't have anything broke. We usually take Monday off and then go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then race on Friday nights. But usually we're out there for, I don't know, a few hours every night and just kind of get everything to where they need to be. And
Where's your shop at? Is it at the house?
well,
At home?
it's out just a little bit outside of Beloit.
So it's not at home, huh?
It's not at home.
Not at
It'd be
home.
nice to have it at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about building a home out the race car shop, but we haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have a sweet setup. I live in my race car shop, so
That'd be perfect.
works
Wish I
for
could
me.
do that.
Works for me.
That's the backup plan if I get kicked out of the house.
There you go.
You better watch your mouth.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna watch this.
Yeah, she's going to watch it. She won't kick me out, though. She loves me
for right now.
for right now, yeah.
Does she help on the car?
No.
No?
Well, she does change shields on the helmets from
Oh, she
sun
does your
shield to
helmets?
clear shields for like sun versus
Yeah.
nighttime.
Yeah.
So she does help with that.
She's
Yeah.
Yep.
mom's
But
on
she'll
it.
help with
Hit on the
whatever I
helmets.
ask her to. But
Yeah.
Does she come to the track to
Oh, yeah,
races?
every
Yeah?
night.
Every
She
night?
won't miss a race.
Okay.
She's a racing woman. So
That's cool.
I tell you, Friday night at Salina, it's that time of the year. We ran our heat race a little bit different time than normal. I come into turn 3.
can't see nothing.
I couldn't see nothing. I mean, nothing. The sun was right in my
Yeah.
eyes, and I don't have a sun visor deep enough in my car. Maybe I have to put some duct tape on it. I put a sun visor on my helmet.
Put a sun visor in your helmet. That's what we do.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, it's bright. I was surprised. I was not ready for that because we normally race a little later.
Mm-hmm. I imagine Hayes is probably pretty bright in
Yeah,
turns 3 and 4.
Hayes,
isn't
when
it?
you come in turn 3 and you were trying to look down, but that sun's right there in your eyes off that banking. It's just
Yeah.
right there.
And they start early enough that, I
Yeah.
can imagine
Yeah.
that gets pretty
Could you imagine
nasty.
Heartland Park?
Yeah, going down the front straightaway, looking
Uh-huh.
right into the sun. Yep,
Now, Thunder Hill, it's in such a bowl, it never bothered me.
probably not. Probably not there. But
We talked about your favorite tracks. Anything up north that you raced at? Did you ever go up into Nebraska and run?
Oh, we used to years ago.
You're old enough. Did you ever run up at Red Cloud?
Oh yeah.
Did you like
Yeah.
that place?
Oh yeah. That
Red
was my
Cloud.
track.
That
Really?
was his favorite.
That's my. You asked me my favorite track of existing tracks. Red Cloud was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It was the most fantastic track they ever made.
because he
It was
had
a big old.
434
4
cubic
cubic
inches.
inches.
Had
that's why.
434 cubic inches. You could get after it.
And the mud was always that deep.
Not always. You waited for it to slick off a little bit. You let all the little motors go up to the top and screw around. And you went to the bottom.
And just
It
drive
was just
off the
fantastic. Yeah, you can win a lot of races there.
bike. I remember Tim being.
But I only had a 377 at that time.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
434 was later.
Gas or alcohol?
I've always been alcohol.
Still to this day?
Yep.
Crate engine still on gas?
Crate engine alcohol.
Or on gas? Okay, on alcohol?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course, you're stuck
He's
on
stuck
gas.
on
Yeah,
gas.
we have to run gas, but
Yeah. But yeah,
Never-
Red Cloud was a ball.
What about
Man.
Deschler? Did you make it to Deschler?
Yeah, we ran
much?
Deschler every week. We used to run every Friday night at Red Cloud. And then Saturday was either Stockton, Norton, or Osborne. Sundays was at Deschler. And then we ran some Thursday shows back. We used to run about 65, 70 nights a year back in the early 2000s. But all those tracks have closed, so now we're kind of limited.
That sucks, don't it?
It does, a lot of travel.
You know, I never raced on Deschler either. I've driven around it in a pickup truck, but I think now there's probably not much left.
I raced there here 2 years ago, actually.
Did you really?
They race every year.
They have one big race every year.
Oh, I said Deschler. I meant Red Cloud.
Red
Red
Cloud, there's
Cloud,
nothing
yeah.
left.
Yeah, they're done.
It's a pile. The whole grandstand slid down on the track now.
Really?
Yeah, about 15-foot tall weeds.
That's kind of sad, wasn't
It
it?
is.
Yeah,
Hell
there
of a
is a-
facility.
There is a late model race scheduled, NCRA race scheduled up at Deschler.
Yeah, there you go.
So they've got a big sport mod race and then a late model race about every year up at Deschler. And
I think it's next weekend, isn't it? Not this coming, but the following, I think, is when the Deschler show
I
is.
think so.
Yep,
Have you ever seen the trailer races at Deschler?
No.
I have. Yeah.
fantastic.
The
See that
stupidest
one
thing you've
night.
ever seen in your life, but it was cool.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They go nuts.
Nuh-uh.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the most packed grandstands I have ever seen in my life.
Was for the
Just for
trailer
this
races.
trailer
Yeah.
race.
We got there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had one person that wanted to go into the stands. They were sold out.
Really?
Oh my
Standing room only. This
Oh,
was, what, 2
my
years
God.
ago? Unbelievable.
Huh.
They spent more money. I mean, they were pulling campers and boats and hay trailers and
Water containers
well, yeah,
and stuff. And just
unbelievable. The amount of
How many were there altogether?
35, 40 of them. Seriously.
No way.
it looked like a tornado went through the track
The first
afterwards
lap,
and just put
this
the whole
camper
city
rolled about 3 times, and it was sitting in the middle of the track, and they drove through it every lap.
They just left it there.
Just
huh?
left it there. Just
Yep.
kept going.
Really?
It was cool. It was dangerous. I liked it.
It's dangerous, but I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you looking for you an old camper?
No, I'm not going to do it. It was fun to watch, though.
So how did you win or lose? I mean, how did you win?
Last one running basically is the one that wins.
You had to have
last vehicle moving with your trailer,
trailer,
whatever it was,
attached.
still attached,
Yeah.
attached,
wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one won?
Some little it was
It was
a
an
ca- it was
Oldsmobile.
it was an
believe it or not.
Oldsmobile with a like two-wheel
Hay
some kind
trailer.
of two-wheel hay trailer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Front wheel drive Oldsmobile won it.
How
But it-
long were they out there?
Oh, it was a couple hours. They had like 8
Couple
red flags. Oh,
hours?
yeah. They had like 8 red flags, fires.
Fires?
I mean, yeah. I mean, 15, 20-minute full engulfed
Jeez.
type stuff.
Hay bales and stuff.
Hay
catching
bales
on
on
fire.
fire. They had everything. It was cool.
It
I've
don't
never
sound
seen it.
very
I've never
cool.
seen anything like it. You need to go.
Oh my God.
Took away from our racing aspect of it, but it was fun for us to watch
Yeah,
afterwards.
there wasn't anybody there to watch the sport mods. They were all there to watch trailer races.
So they got this on the schedule again?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I don't know that we can go this year.
It's already happened.
oh,
Oh,
we
it's
missed
already
it?
over? Oh,
Oh
shoot.
man, where were we?
Hayes.
Hayes. Oh, they need to check their
Nuts.
schedule a little better.
They
Yeah,
need to reschedule.
it was kind of fun.
God. That's funny.
It's crazy.
It was crazy. It was really kind of cool.
I was just checking with our producer to see how long he wanted to go tonight.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard back from him yet.
He probably left.
He's. I think he's texting you
He's
now.
texting me right now. I know. That's why I got this here. So. Would you have done it any different? Would you stayed in the late model? Do you like the modified?
Oh, late model was a ball, but there was no more place to race a late model, so we didn't have much choice. We either quit racing or went to modified.
Did you have the late model back in the KLMA days with
Yep.
Donnie Brown and
Yep.
you did that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We ran Donnie. We started as Sportsman when
Yep.
Donnie was running Salina, and then we moved up to the late model quickly. We just ran Sportsman 1 year. Late model was the place to be, and then money got involved and things got crazy. and,
Well, you had a 434 cubic inch engine. Of course, it wasn't cheap.
oh no, that was before all. That was way after all that.
Oh.
434s are cheap to build if you're building a sport or a modified motor. Late model motor is a different story, but
Dry sump system and all that.
oh yeah,
So is your father-in-law, right?
yep.
Did he build your late model stuff too?
Yep.
Yep.
He's always built my motors from the time I started racing.
What got you started?
I was 26, something like that, and I'd run some motocross stuff early when I was younger, and my brother had bought a motocross bike, and I went out one night after work to ride it, and was somewhere we didn't know where I was, and drove off a ravine and broke my shoulder and scapula and all that good stuff.
Ouch.
And decided I wasn't going to get on a motorcycle anymore. And I was all laid up, and Glada Cooper worked for me, Mike Cooper's wife. He drove a late model. She invited me to the Osborne race. So first time I've ever seen a dirt track race. And after that, we bought a car the next day, and that's
next
it.
day?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
What'd you buy?
Some old piece of crap thumper car. Some old Camaro. We brought it out the next week to Salina, and it was bad. Took dead last, whatever. My brother and I actually bought it. He wanted to race one week or one night, and I'd race the next night. After about 3 weeks of that, I bought an old Sportsman car. Decided that was a place to be. So,
You ended up with a Shaw that you still have.
yep, still got the old.
What'd you
Shaw.
have in between?
Oh, Paul Abram used to run, or he owned a lot of late model cars. Teddy Martin drove for him, and
Yeah.
about the time I got into late models when he sold out. So I bought everything Paul had. And we ran that Bullet car for a year and a half or so, and then we switched to the Shaw.
What color was that Bullet car frame?
It was a light baby blue, believe it or not.
I ended up with that.
Did you?
Yeah. Did
You mu-
Dean drive that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I ended up with that. Ford front stub?
Yeah.
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 I ended its life.
That's good.
No, I won an A feature with that.
I did too.
I piled it up. I made a mistake. I learned a very valuable lesson. I piled it up in turn one at Salina Speedway in a pro stock race. And my crew got the hacksaw out and the sawzall and started cutting everything off. I got scolded by Don Collins that if we would have taken that to him and put it on his frame machine, we could have fixed it, saved it.
Yeah.
But I shortened the right front up by 3 foot. So I don't know how much saving there was there. But I drove that car. That was a fun car.
Yeah, that was a fun car.
Bobby, talk for a minute. I'm going to show him a picture of it.
You got a picture of it? Oh, yeah? So now I don't know what to talk about.
You're a talk show host.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, it's a commercial on the baseball game.
Oh,
So
gee
we can't talk about the baseball game.
No, I can't talk about it. But yeah, when Paul quit, it was kind of funny. We were running Sportsman, and Paul Abram, which lives in Beloit too, he owned the cars, and he called me and wanted a price on a boiler for his concrete business. And so I went out and looked at it, gave him a price on a boiler.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah. It's a baby blue Bullet.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I drove that.
It looked
for
a little
several
different.
years. I had fun with it. I bought it from Collins.
Yeah, Donnie ended up with it.
Yep.
Yeah. But we went out to give him a price on a boiler, and I gave him the price, and he's like, "You interested in a late model and a trailer?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'll trade you everything I got straight across for that boiler." I was like, "All right."
Wow.
I'll do it.
So we got into late model racing.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
So, yeah, it worked out. Don't tell the IRS that one.
They don't care.
It's past the limits.
Hopefully they don't have Facebook.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I drove one of the cars you drove.
Yeah.
Did you like that Bullet?
It was temperamental. We could be decent one night and terrible the next, but we won in it a couple of times. It wasn't bad. I like the Shaw better.
Did you?
Yeah.
They're not still in business, are they?
Bullet?
Bullet, no.
I don't think I
They've
don't.
been
That was
low.
Ray Callahan Race Cars
Yep.
out on the East Coast. Yeah, I don't think they're around. I better be careful how I speak, but I don't think they're still
I
around.
haven't seen anything.
It had the old nylon bushing bird cages in it, and I'd have to take them apart and clean it.
Yep.
We had to run it on sliders. We couldn't run coilovers in the Pro Stock, so I had to take those apart every week and clean them and put them back together.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I really did.
Yep.
When it would squeak was when it was the fastest.
Really?
I don't know. Don't ask me to explain.
My new car squeaks a lot, so hopefully I'm fast.
That's it. That's the trick. When you can hear it with your helmet on,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Yeah, you're good to go. That somebody's locked up and going.
Let's go.
That's right.
Huh. Yeah.
But well, we can wrap this up at any time. Anything else you guys want to discuss or talk about? Oh, he says 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Huh?
Sponsors.
Yeah, come up with something.
Sponsors.
Well, sponsors. I'm gonna make up for it this time.
Oh, did you get it wrong the first time?
Well, I forgot one person the first time. Justin Bowl at VP Fuels, Heartland and Manhattan. He sponsors my car, and then Calhoun Machine.
Justin, don't give me anything.
He helps me. He gives me fuel, but
That's nice.
Is the sticker on your car?
it is on my car. It's on the
Not on Dad's?
No,
What do I got to do to get that?
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna say it on Facebook.
Justin, get a hold of Tim. Tim, get a hold of Justin.
Calhoun Machine, Grandpa, Watts' son. My dad is the biggest one. I mean, that's basically the funds. And then Heineken Electric, Beloit, Manhattan, Salina, Kyle Heineken, and then After Hours Graphics in Aurora, Nebraska. They keep the cars looking good at least. But
How'd you find them?
actually, John Thompson,
Uh-huh.
a guy my dad used to race with all the time at Nebraska, or Red Cloud. I followed him on Facebook and saw that he used this After Hours Graphics for his cars. And I contacted him, and Troy, he's been nothing but good to me since, and everything I need, he just right away just messages me back, and I don't think I have to wait more than half an hour max ever to
Wow.
get a message back from him. But yep, he's treated us good, and same way with Jet and everybody. I mean, we're in a pretty good spot, so it's kind of hard to be too mad about anything. But just need to get a little bit more out of some things. But
Good.
we're doing pretty good at the moment.
Good.
It's all that matters, I suppose. He does good work for you, right?
Yeah, I can't complain.
You mentioned John Thompson, pretty tough competitor.
Yeah, we raced with John a long time.
Good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. We're good friends.
He kind of went off on the NCRA thing, but is he racing much this year?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to him in a while. But, yeah, we used to battle up to Red Cloud week in, week out. But one year he was really good and won the national championship. He beat us a lot, but then after that, we pretty well dominated him.
Figured out how to get past him.
Yeah,
right?
we had some good times up there, though.
You know, something we kind of like to bring up that's always kind of a fun time to listen to. As many years as you've been racing and all the miles that you put on your truck going to the races, had any accidents that stick out that are funny? I mean, not bad accidents, but you had anything funny?
What he's asking
have you lost
had the car come off the
or
trailer?
lost your trailer?
We did once. The car you bought.
No, we did it twice.
No, twice. Yeah,
twice.
excuse me.
Twice.
First time, the car you bought, that Bullet car, I bought my Shaw at the Wichita auction. So they were having a race car auction in Kansas City at the, I can't think of the name of the place, but either way, we drug it up there in a rainstorm, and the late model falls completely off the trailer, rolling. We still got the winches hooked, and we're pulling it down interstate, 3-lane traffic, full rainstorm.
Hooked to the winch?
Hooked to the winch. The winch bottoms out and stops it. So it's following us.
Oh, nice.
As we're trying to get over.
Oh, God.
So that was interesting. We had one guy, whatever, he blocked it and put on his hazards, and we got over to the side of the road, and he helped us load up and everything. So we got lucky there. It didn't hurt the car.
Real? Well, you're telling me that because I bought it.
Well, no, we didn't hurt it. It was good. It just kind of rolled off. So that was fortunate. Nobody got hurt. So that was good. The second one, we were coming back from Norton last year. Had the two new jet cars in the double stacker trailer. We didn't know at the time that we had
You had to strap the the front end of the frame where the hole is on the frame, like the frame horn right there. You have to strap that down, and we didn't know that.
Well, we had both front tires strapped with tire straps.
Right.
And then had the rear strap down. Well, both tire straps fell off in about 2 miles. And so we're driving down the road.
So this is in an enclosed trailer?
In an enclosed trailer. Luckily.
A stacker?
Yes.
With a back door?
Yes. Luckily, my brother-in-law was following us. Luckily, for whatever reason, we pulled out first. And so we just turned and we're heading down the highway, and I get this phone call. And actually, Cade, I think, he says, "Your race car's falling out of the trailer." So I pull over. The door's down.
Oh, the door came down?
Oh, yeah. The whole car come loose on the front end, and you strap it from the midsection back to tighten it up. And that was the only strap that held it. And it was his Sport Mod laying on top of my A Mod.
Oh, my God.
I don't think there's ever been a time I was so upset because it came down right on the edge of the lift, and I thought it just bent my car in half.
Oh, jeez.
Actually didn't hurt anything.
Didn't hurt it at all.
We had to get a damn big old
it was,
Caterpillar front end loader to be able to get it unloaded.
It was Rick Schwab
Yep.
out of Norton. Rick Schwab.
Okay, the URSS Sprint car guy.
Yeah.
He helped us actually. He brought his loader out and actually helped pick it back up and put it back on the lift. And
wow.
We picked it up, rolled mine out from underneath it, and then lowered his car down and reloaded. We haven't done that since.
Wow.
Learned how to strap it down.
We've got 4 straps instead of 3 now. Yes.
I've been lucky. That's crazy.
We got lucky with Curtis's car. We haul Curtis's car on top. Yeah, and it came loose coming home from Hayes the first part of the year. Well, the door, it went up against the door, but the
door
door
held.
didn't come open.
Our door came open.
Your door came open. Yeah.
Yes,
God.
Wow.
We actually had that happen once before, but it was while it was being parked. While it was parked, as we pulled in, our father-in-law lives in my father-in-law lives in Phillipsburg, so we raced Norton and we come home, parked the car basically up against the street, and everything was fine. And we got up the next morning and the race car trailer door was open. Thought, well, that's kind of odd. Somebody broke into our race car trailer. Well, I walked around and looked at it, and his poor mom's hanging out of it.
my car twice, never his car.
But it wasn't while it was moving. So
a good thing.
yeah. So
Oh,
Wow.
that's crazy.
yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thanks so much for coming down. We greatly appreciate it. That's all the time we have for this evening.
Yep. Once again, thanks, guys, for making the trip over from Beloit. Appreciate you guys coming over.
You bet.
No problem.
Thank you.
And good luck this weekend and rest
Yeah.
of the summer.
We'll
Tyler,
probably
Tyler,
need it.
we're
We'll
gonna
probably
see
need it.
We're going to see you in Victory Lane here before long.
I hope you're right.
No,
And
we will. He's
Tim,
coming.
you just need to finish in the top 4 a couple weeks, right?
Well, we're trying. It ain't working, but we're trying.
Okay.
I may sneak one in here.
There
so.
you go. All
Good
right.
luck, guys, and hope you have a successful finish of the season.
Thank you.
For Bobby Potts, Bill Grit saying so long from Chuck's Bar right here on
Big-
Race Talk Live online.
Big special thanks to Dave Cheveria, too, for pushing all the buttons. and-
Can't see him, but we know he's doing
Yeah.
something over there.
There
I keep
he
getting
is.
text messages
I
from
can
him.
see
Thumbs
him.
up from
There he
him.
is. Thanks, Dave. Really appreciate it. We'll see you in a couple weeks here on Race Talk Live online from Chuck's Bar. For Bobby Potts, Bill Grit saying so long.